A family at the center of a debate over deportation is in Colorado tonight, waiting for the next move.
They're the family of the suspect in the Boulder terror attack. The Trump administration has moved to deport them, even putting them on a plane out of Colorado over the weekend until a judge ordered them to stop. Your reporter Alan Janae joins us live in studio. And Alan, this is a complicated story with new twists and turns seemingly every single day.
That is very true, Michael. You know, and this is a pretty sharp turn over the weekend that happened. There was a move by what's called the Bureau of Immigration's Board of Appeals last week to deny their appeal of deportation. That's one thing. The following day, though, a judge in a Texas court ordered the family released from a Texas ICE facility where they've been since the days after the attack in Boulder. But the government took them right back into custody on Saturday, then put them on that plane, leading to an inevitable clash between the courts and the Trump administration. Back in Colorado, a mother and 5 children ages 5 to 18, thankful to be returned to solid ground. It was a temporary break from the efforts to deport them, but hardly an end to the government's efforts, with Homeland Security claiming they have no right to be in the country and attacking a judge who ordered their return as an activist judge. People who support the family are helping them.
I feel relief, but I think our whole community feels a suspicion and a deep sense of anxiety still, seeing what happened on Saturday and what really has transpired this whole last week.
It has been a long back and forth. Started in June of last year when the man blamed for the attack in Boulder was arrested. Within days, the Trump administration moved to take the family into custody. They have remained mostly at the Family Detention Center in Texas. The Bureau of Immigration's denial of their appeal of their deportation was one move last week, followed by the judge's order that they be freed only a day later. But the family still has a pending asylum claim, notes legal expert Violetta Raquel Chapin, who teaches criminal and immigration law at CU.
Are they allowed to say, well, you can just be deported?
I don't think so. I don't think that's correct. While they have pending asylum claims, they have due process rights to have those asylum claims be heard.
The government is now waiting, as are the family and supporters.
This family is innocent. They're a part of our community.
There will be a chance for each side if the family is still here.
And for them to be able to present evidence about why they need asylum, for the government then to present their evidence about why they should not be granted asylum. It has to be done in a court of law, because those are the rules that we have, right? Imperfect though they may be, those are the rules. Chaos ensues when everybody stops following the rules.
Now, a lawyer for the family says people would be shocked if they knew the cruelty with which the mother and children have been treated. The government today answered questions by again stating that the DHS will continue to fight for the removal of those who have no right, they say, to be in the country.
All right, Alan, thank you.
You're welcome.